Hey, what's up? How's it going? I graduated college. A few weeks ago in mid-December, I finished my final college classes ever, which is awesome. But my grades didn't come out till last week, which meant for a week and a half, I had finished my college classes, but I couldn't say I graduated because technically grades hadn't come in, so I could fail. So this might not seem like a big deal to you because honestly, it's not really a big deal. But during that week and a half, my brain was destroying me over this. People kept congratulating me on graduating, and I hadn't officially graduated yet. Again, not a big deal unless you're like me and you get wicked bad anxiety over stuff like this. So the entire time while people were like, oh, congrats on graduating, I was sitting there thinking of the worst case scenario, meaning I failed one of my classes, didn't graduate, and had to go back to every single person who congratulated me on graduating and be like, actually, fun fact, that's not happening until next semester. Now, I'm not even walking till next semester, so most people who congratulated me honestly wouldn't even need to know. I would finish my final classes before walking, get my final grades, walk. They didn't have to know I took classes in the spring. But, I was still freaking out about it. Like, literally, anytime anyone came up to me and congratulated me, all I could ever think about was, wow, how awkward would this be if I didn't fucking graduate right now? Congrats on finishing college and graduating. How does it feel to finally be a college graduate? Well, I'm still waiting on my grades.
Wow, that'll be super awkward if I didn't pass all my classes.
But, it feels great. Yeah. It was a stressful 2 weeks, and it didn't help that certain people in my life were making jokes about how funny it would be if I didn't graduate. For example, when I was talking to my dad a few days after I finished my last class, I was like, oh yeah, I finished my last class. And he's like, oh cool, have grades come in yet? And I was like, nah, but I'm done my last class. And he's like, well, you haven't officially graduated till grades come in. And I was like, thank you for fucking reminding me that I could still fail my last semester of college. And also a few days after I graduated, I was hanging out with my mom, and she nicely reminded me of that episode of Queer Eye where the guy finishes his final semester, walks at graduation, and then finds out he failed one of his classes and he doesn't actually get his diploma. Pretty sure that happened to a former roommate too. Yeah. Did not need those reminders in my life. Now, there was no logical reason that I wouldn't graduate. I had passed every other class I've ever taken in my life. I had B's on the few assignments my teacher had graded. And I turned in every single assignment of the semester. Yes, maybe I put in less effort than normal, but I turned everything in and they satisfied the assignment requirements. Yeah, they didn't have 2 weeks of prep work or whatever, but they were the right length, they had some research in them, and they were turned in on time. But my brain, the entire 2 weeks, was just sitting there being like, your professor is going to know that you started these assignments really close to the due date, and then he's going to not just give me a poor grade, but straight up fail me. 0 grade, enough so that my average comes down to an F. There was literally no logic in that thought process at all, but I was still losing my mind, being like, I'm gonna fail one of my classes, I'm gonna fail one of my classes, I'm gonna fail one of my classes. And so I was just sitting there with this painted grin every time graduation came out, because I was like, yeah, I'm graduated, I think. I don't know. Not really sure yet. We're waiting on the final classes. Luckily, thank God, the grades came in before Christmas, so when I was with all my relatives talking about graduation and stuff, I could say that I officially graduated. So yeah, in the end I passed all my classes, everything is good, and my logical side was proved right yet again, but still not confident it's gonna win the next fight against my anxiety. We'll see though. If you made it this far, thank you for watching. Give this a thumbs up if you liked it, a thumbs down if you did not, and subscribe if you feel like it. Hope you guys had a great end of the semester, holiday season, new year, or whatever else is happening in your lives. Alright, I'll see you next week. Goodbye.